Welcome to Blunt Talk Podcast with host and best-selling author Gino Arcaro. Blunt Talk Podcast is sponsored by X Fitness and Jordan Publications, publisher of Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter. To reach your personal best, buy Gino's book, Soul of a Lifter, at Amazon.com or GinoArcaro.com.
Culture shock will fire you up or burn you up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is deeply committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good, inspirational news only. If you're feeling unfulfilled, if you are feeling down in the dumps, if you are stuck in underachieving hell, here's the answer. Lift. Lift somebody. Lift somebody's soul today, right now. Don't delay it. Then go to the gym and lift some weights. Those two definitions of lift, I guarantee you, will change your life dramatically right away. Here's real life lesson number 6,711 that I've taught to football players for 40 years and college law enforcement students for 2 decades. Culture shock will fire you up or burn you up. My X Fitness no-break workout evolved from my high school factory job at Maple Leaf Mills, where I carried 140-pound flour bags every 24 seconds for 8-hour shifts. Let me repeat that. 140-pound flour bag every 24 seconds, 8-hour shift. Every partner I worked with was an immigrant. To this day, I have never seen tougher, harder working humans. They taught me the mechanics of lifting. Flawless execution, full out, every single rep. 1,800 reps per 8-hour shift. No breaks between reps. My personal bests in the gym skyrocketed because of that job. During 3 years of manual labor, I never heard one complaint from any of those immigrant workers. I never heard one excuse. I was blessed to witness true high performance every single work shift, every day. Then, at the age of 18, I was hired as a cop in 1975. It was my first experience with culture shock. I heard complaining and excuses daily. I quit after 15 years. In 1990, I got hired as a college law enforcement professor. Then I got promoted academic program coordinator. More culture shock. The whining and complaining there went to the next level. 35 years as a cop and college professor / program coordinator. I never got used to the pathetic complaining and excuse making. Never. I never got used to it. Here's the irony. The immigrant factory people I worked with had valid reason to complain, but they didn't. Never heard it once. No one ever outworked them, ever. The cops and college teachers who I worked with, who had nothing to complain about, nothing in comparison to make excuses about and whine about, they became professional complainers, literally. Keyword, professional. I've taught my students and adults for 40 years to be a pro, not a punk. The key to being a pro is to fight culture shock by STFU. Shut the F up and work your ass off. Never, ever conform to the whiners and excuse makers. Bust your ass so you never get your ass kicked.
Reach your personal best. Build your team's best. Buy Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter, available in softcover or ebook at Amazon.com.
Top 1000 workout song of the day, Hurricane by Zayd Wolf. Released in 2016, year 47 of my 49-year workout streak. It is a masterpiece. $1.29 on iTunes. Guaranteed to lift. Today's January 12th, 2019. Ask yourself this. What's different 12 days into 2019 than 2018? What's the difference? Have you made a difference? Have you made a difference in anybody's life? Have you changed for the better? Has your team changed for the better? Have you gotten stronger? Are you getting in shape? Here's a question. What have you changed for the better in yourself or someone else? Here's the number one change all of us can make. Get a pen, get a paper, please write this down. This is the most important statement you're going to hear all day. The number one change you can make today is change excuses. No excuse, just produce. No excuse, just produce. That's what I've told my students and athletes for 4 decades. No excuse, just produce. Stop your excuse making today. Make a pledge right now. Stop. This past week has been a record-breaking week in the #basement at XFitness with my women's lifting team. Night after night after night. Personal best after personal best. You can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't. They've only been lifting for just over 2 years. You cannot believe the results. Night after night, personal best after personal best. No New Year's resolution. It is now a lifestyle. Why? Because I don't tolerate excuses from myself or anybody on my team. I've coached football for 40 years. I taught college for 2 decades. I still today, 43 years, I've coached strength training in the gym. No excuses. None. Zero. I will not listen to it. I will not tolerate excuses from myself. Ever. That's why I've been working out for 49 years. If I tolerated excuses from myself, I never would have lasted 49 years. Never. If I had tolerated excuses from football players, I never would have lasted 40 years. I'd have been done in 40 months. Excuses will destroy your mind. Excuses will kill your soul. Excuses will kill your business, your team. It'll kill your drive. Do yourself a favor. Get rid of your excuses. That's your biggest change you can make in 2019. Don't call it a resolution. Resolution is bullshit. Make change. It doesn't matter what day it is. Today's January 12th. If you're an excuse maker, if your team is just saturated with excuse making, stop them. Change it. Blunt Talk Podcast is on a mission to reach and lift all 7 billion humans on planet Earth. Help us spread our message. Please lift. Lift someone. Lift souls today. Please share this podcast. Over 600 free episodes. Please share this link with just 3 people. 3 people. If you can share it with more, you'll be doing people a public service. You'll be helping them. You'll be lifting them. The greatest reward, ladies and gentlemen, is lifting other souls. Guaranteed. There's nothing greater. Please continue sending your comments and questions to podcast@ginoarcaro.com. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. Much love to our worldwide audience. Blessings and all good things. Peace.
Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your team's potential. Buy Soul of a Lifter now.